Let's be honest, don't we all overlook some many beautiful places just because many people aren't visiting them? Or even worse, it isn't a social media trend yet? Well, you might want to stop following the trends and put these underrated destinations on your travel list. So, without wasting any more time, let's dive into the world of traveling. First on our list is Panama Islands. Ever wondered what it'd be like to visit a remote island whose forest has never been touched by human beings? It seems like a dream, right? Well, there's a place where you can make this dream come to life. Central America's hub, Panama, is one of the world's most overlooked and underrated vacation destinations. This tropical wonderland is packed with some of the most beautiful mountains, beaches, and most importantly, culture. And most people pass over Panama for Costa Rica. You might have done that too, but clearly, Panama has everything to beat Costa Rica in several categories. Only the San Blas Islands of Panama house around 400 islands, most of which are uninhabited, unnamed, and mostly consist of coral. Oh, and in Panama, you'll get better internet connectivity than Costa Rica, because of course, it's Central America's business epicenter. It's a great destination to visit, especially if you love adventure but still want to stay connected to the world. Up next, Kyrgyzstan. We doubt that you ever even heard this name before. Well, Kyrgyzstan is a real country, and here's why you need to visit this not at all famous country. First of all, being in Kyrgyzstan means you'll be surrounded by mountains or even be at the top of some mountain. This is because the country comprises the mountain range called the Tian Shan, also known as Heaven Lake, that covers almost 80% of its territory. In short, Kyrgyzstan is 80% mountains, and a major part of the country is 1,000 meters above sea level. The geological features of Kyrgyzstan will change from one mountain to another, so it's hard to give a general description of it, but one thing is for sure. The country looks like it's some piece of heaven with its exquisite beauty. The best way to wander in Kyrgyzstan is by riding a horse. If not that, then go on foot. We promise you an adventure visit filled with the experience of embracing the nomadic life. Unsurprisingly enough, you might not know that Kyrgyzstan also homes the World Nomad Games, a biennial international event that showcases nomadic sport. So if you're keen to witness the beauty of nature, experience the life of nomads, and want to enjoy the World Nomad Games, put Kyrgyzstan on your travel list right away. Now we have Montenegro. Don't have the money to visit Italy? Just book your tickets to Montenegro. You won't believe us unless you yourself visit the country. That Montenegro is like a budget-friendly version of Italy, and it may also give you that European feel. While Montenegro's neighboring country Croatia gets much tourist attention, little do people know that Montenegro is as stunning and gorgeous as Croatia, or maybe more than that. This country may look tiny, but it's a huge collection of amazing scenery, people, architecture, and food. You won't run out of things to do here. From an oceanfront party to an adventurous day at one of the ancient Venetian towns such as Kotor, Perast, and Budva, it has everything to keep you busy. Also, how can we forget the eastern interior of the country that's filled with pristine lakes, sublime mountain ranges, and forests? For whitewater rafting, visit the Taro River Canyon, and if you are not a fan of rafting, just go hiking at the Biogradska Gora National Park, where you can also enjoy skiing in winters, as this national park consists of some of the most budget-friendly ski slopes. Up next, Nepal. This small country sandwiched between China and India is often referred to in movies and novels, but not many people think of visiting Nepal. But did you know this little Himalayan kingdom has a lot worth watching and experiencing? The country's main religions include Buddhism and Hinduism, and it also consists of several Buddhist pilgrimage sites. These sites aren't only for the religious people, but also for the ones who like visiting ancient places. The capital city of Nepal, Bhaktapur, is packed with some of the most stunning religious sites, and they are definitely great for a daytime trip. Talking about the food in Nepal, never forget to enjoy the famous yak butter tea in the city of Pokhara. Some other famous Nepali foods include Everest beer, yomari, momos, dal bhat, sel roti, and many more. Visiting Nepal is more like a spiritual journey, so if you think this is what you need, try going to Nepal instead of other overrated places. Next, Uruguay. This is once again maybe one of those countries that don't even exist for most people, but let us tell you what a beautiful country it is. This tiny country has a lot to offer. From safety to deliciousness, everything in Uruguay makes it a worth visiting destination. The country is best for foodies, art lovers, as well as outdoorsy aesthetic lovers. In short, the country some might never even imagine visiting is actually the one no traveler would ever want to miss out on. Uruguay isn't all about nature, but its major cosmopolitan cities are also as beautiful as anything else, especially the city of Montevideo. If you visit Montevideo, remember that almost all the best destinations are 1 or 2 hours away from each other. For cultural geeks, you'll enjoy the strong implication of Guacho culture in Uruguay, and don't be shocked if you see more cattle than humans here. You may even witness cows crossing the roads. For party lovers, Uruguay has Punta del Este's beach community and the lower key beach at Jose Ignacio. Next on the list, Sarande, city of Albania. Sarande, also known as Saranda, is a river located in the Albanian Riviera. Many people often overlook the city, not knowing that it is very well known for its beaches and archaeological ruins. While in Saranda, one can witness the 5th century synagogue ruins. Florence, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Another site called Butrint has its own share of history as it was once a Greek colony, a bisphoric, and a Roman city. If you need more of a sunny trip, then some of the famous beaches in Saranda include Santa Quaranta, Muir Beach, and Pulibarda Beach. Even the pictures of these beaches will be enough to make you go visit the city. And just so you know, you can also visit the Greek Isle of Corfu, as it's just a ferry ride away from Saranda. Now we have the Bahamas. These Caribbean islands are secluded, yet still, they are one of the best destinations for a vacation. The Bahamas is no ordinary place. It consists of around 700 islands and is definitely worth visiting. If you're wondering what is there to make it a great destination, then let us list some of the few features of the islands. Here you will find some of the best luxury hotels, historical sites, museums, and most importantly, beaches. Not just that, the Bahamas is also the house for some other tourist attractions, including Pink Sand at Harbor Island, Exuma Cay's Land, and Sea Park, Atlantis Resort, and the Nassau Straw Market. It's literally the best place for those who want to enjoy vacation away from the worries of life on a secluded island. Up next, Bucharest, the city of Romania. The capital city of Romania and maybe the most underrated party hub of Europe, Bucharest is another destination that most people don't know about. People who have visited Bucharest also call it the Paris of Eastern Europe, as the parts of the city are built like Paris. Not only is Bucharest budget friendly, but also amazingly beautiful. Furthermore, the people in Bucharest are also friendly and sweet, meaning even if you go on a solo trip, you won't find yourself among strangers, but people who feel like family. If you have decided to visit Bucharest, make sure you make a trip to the attractions, including Old City Center, Therma, and Palace of Parliament. Now we have South Korea. South Korea is definitely a famous country thanks to its famous K-pop groups, but little do people know that the country holds many charming attractions apart from the Bangtan Boys. Our Army Souls forced us to use this BTS reference. While people love visiting South Korea's nearby countries such as China and Japan, they often miss out on Korean beauty. South Korea has one of the most vibrant cities in the world, and that's called the City of Seoul. The city itself is beautiful, but the tourist attractions here are even more beautiful. If you visit Seoul, ensure that you visit the COEX Mall, as well as the famous Changgyeokgung Palace. If you want to know the history of the South and North Korean relations, then you can also take a ride to the DMZ, a demilitarized zone, that runs through the Korean peninsula. Other than Seoul, South Korea, cities like Busan, Daegu, Gwangju, Daejeon, and Jeju-si are definitely worth visiting. Not only is the country beautiful, but the food there is also something else. Its food and charisma are what make this country stand out in East Asia. After describing all these beautiful places to you, we want to enjoy a perfect vacation at one of these destinations too. Let us know about your favorite destinations in the comments. We'll be back with more content soon. Till then, annyeong!